Okay, so my name is Jared Kaplan. I'm in section, what section am I? 0401 of ENME 272, and this is my exam redo for exam 2. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start off, we're going to make the main body. So we're going to come up here, do part, and we're going to call this main body 2. Okay, plain display. So we're going to start things off by making the bottom part of the body. So we're going to come to this front plane, we're going to hit extrude, go to sketch view, get rid of these planes. So the circle is a diameter, diameter of 5, so we're going to make that 5 inches. Hit OK. It's extruded up a distance of 0.5 inches. So we're going to hit OK. Next we're going to make the round, so we're going to come to round, we're going to select these two sides. There we go, 0.25, hit OK. Next we're going to make this like circular cut that goes right here. So we're going to click on this face, we're going to hit extrude, and then so we're going to make two circles. So the first circle is going to come all the way out to the end of this round, so right there, and then the next circle is going to be a diameter of 3.5. So there's that, hit OK, and then we got to change it to cut, and it's a distance of 0.25. Yeah, 0.25. And then we also have to change the direction on this. Hit check. Alright, so next we're going to make the blend. So we're going to click on this face, and we're going to go to blend. What is this? Sketch view. And so the first section is going to be a rectangle. That's going to be 2.5 by 2.5, and then it also has rounds at each corner, so we got to make those rounds. So round, round, round. So there's 4 rounds. Each of them have a diameter of 0.5. So 0.5. Oh shit. Oops, sorry. Excuse my language. 0.5. 0.5. There we go, that looks good. Hit OK, and it's going to be a distance of, the next section is going to be a distance of 3 away, so we're going to come here to sections, section 2, sketch. So again, it's going to be another rectangle centered, and it's going to have dimensions of 1.5 by 1.5. And then it also has rounds at each corner, so we're going to go around each corner. And again, each round is radius of 0.5. Hit OK. So that's section 2. And it's again going to be a distance of 3 away. So now we need a new section. So section 3, it's going to be a distance of 3. And then we hit sketch. So we'll go to sketch view. Again, it's going to be a rectangle centered. Wait, look. Yeah, so we'll just make it any, zoom out. We'll just make it any length, and we'll change the dimensions. So it's 2.5 by 2.5. And then again, there's 4 rounds on each corner. Round, 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 round. And again, they're all 0.5. 0.5. Okay, so we'll hit check, and that's all 3 sections for the blend. So then we'll hit check again, and then next we have to make this second circle on the top. So we're going to hit here, extrude, sketch view, centered circle. It's going to be a diameter of 5. Check, extrude a distance of 0.5. Check. And then we also got to make the round. So round, and then that's 0.25. So we're all set. Check. And then next we're going to make the holes. So make another sketch on this surface right here. So the first hole is a diameter of 1. Hold up. Froze for a sec. There we go. diameter of 1, check, and then we got to change it to cut, and then change direction. Oh, no, we don't want that. Change direction, and then this is going to be 2. Hit the check, and I just realized that we did this cut right here. Did we do? No, we did not do this cut, so we got to do that real quick before we keep going. So we'll hit sketch, sketch view, and then so the first one's going to come to the end of the round right there, and then the next one's going to come be a diameter of 3.5. Hit check, and as you can see, it's coming out of that surface, so we want to switch to cut and then change it to 0.25, and then we also have to change direction. So there we go. Check. So that's all set. So now we can go back to making these holes. So next on this surface, we're going to do another extrusion, sketch view, and then this circle is going to be a diameter of 0.5. So 0.5. Check. We're going to switch to cut, and it's going to be a distance. We have to change the direction. Distance of 3. Hit check, and then we're going to come down to this surface, another extrusion, sketch view, circle with diameter of 1, check, switch to cut, make it 2, and then we also have to change the direction. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, so the part is all made, but in order to do certain things, certain aspects on the engineering drawing, we need to add a couple more things. So we have an axis, so that's one of the things that we need to do, but it's already in there. Next thing that we need to do is add 2 datum planes. So we're going to go to the bottom view, and we're going to turn planes on. So in order to do the revolve views, we need 2 planes in order to choose where we want the revolve view. So we're going to come up here to plane. We're going to move this in here so you can see it. We're going to select this plane right here, and then we're going to say that this is going to be a distance of 0.5 from that plane. So that puts it right on the top or bottom, depending on how you look at it, of this circle right here. Okay? And then we'll click on plane again, and now it's going to be offset from this plane, and we want it to be a distance of 3 away. So that puts it right in the middle, so then we hit OK. Alright, so there's that. And then the last thing that we got to do is we have to make a new section view. So we're going to come up here, we're going to go to section, we're going to go new, offset, we'll call it A, and then it wants us to define a sketch, so we're going to click on this face right here. We're going to hit sketch, and then we're going to go to sketch view, and then we'll just draw 2 lines like this. So let me turn planes off. Draw 2 lines like this. Yeah, here we go, we're still on line. Draw a line going out there, and a line going out there. Hit OK. As you can see, it's created this section view, but we don't want it to like officially create it, so we're going to hit preview without clipping, and then we're also going to hit show the hatch so that we know which side's being sections, and then we'll hit check and then just close. Okay, so now that we've done all that, the last thing we need to do with this part is we need to make, actually no, not that. We need to make a new view for the engineering drawing. So I'm going to call this view isometric, and then we're going to do dynamic orient. So we need to make it look like it needs to look on the engineering drawing. So we're just going to orient this real quick. Yeah. No. No, that's too far. Alright, there we go. That looks good. So we're going to hit save, OK. So now this part's all done. So we can hit save. We'll save it right here, I guess. Now we'll go new. We'll go to drawing, drawing, call it main body 2 again. don't want default template, okay. Empty with format, spring 2018, so everything's all set, so we hit okay. Here we are. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change these boxes to say what we want them to say, so it's going to be inches, the name of the part, no, main body, and then this last box should say my name, Jared Kaplan. Alright, there we go, recenter. So we're going to go to layout, general view, okay, click where we want it, so right there. We're going to go to view display, we want no hidden, actually no, we do want hidden lines, apply, view type, we want isometric, no, we want bottom, sorry, bottom, apply, and then we want scale, the scale is 0.375, hit apply, and then okay. And then we want a projection view, which is going to go right here. The only thing we need to change on here is the view display. We also want hidden lines on this one too. Okay, so there's that. So and then now we're gonna create the isometric view. So we're general view, right? We want it right there. We want isometric, apply. Again, the scale is going to be 0.375. Apply, and then view display, we want no hidden lines. Let me apply. Okay, so next I'm going to create the detailed view. So we're going to click on detailed view. We're going to zoom in right here. We want it to be right there, and then we can just start making a circle around where we want the detailed view. Wait, hold up. Yep, there we go. And then we want it right there. So there's the detailed view. So we're going to clean this up a little bit. Move this over here. And so the detailed view, properties, we want that to be custom scale of 2. Apply. Okay. And then these little details right here we need to move up. Okay, there we go. Next, we're going to make the section view. So we're going to come here. I'm going to select this. Nope. I'm going to select this. Go to properties. We need sections, 2D cross section, add a, apply. Okay. So that takes care of that. And then the final thing we need to do before we can start dimensioning is put the revolved views in. So we click on this, hit revolved view. Well, actually, revolved view, and then select it. So we got to turn planes on. And then we need to move this in here so you can see it. And then we want planar single. We hit done. Actually, hold up. Let me restart this process over again because I think I forgot something. I don't know why it's not. All right, I'll just say like Z because I'm not going to use Z ever again. So let's say cancel. Okay, so let's do it again. Revolve view. Click on that, and we want it to be right there. So move this in here. Planar single, done. We'll call this A, and we want it interesting. Okay, so I did something wrong. Let's try it again. Revolve. No, hold up. Escape. Why does it keep doing that? Let's try this again. Click on this, revolve view. We want it to be right there. Okay, there we go. All right. So now it wants us to select a plane. So why does it do that? Okay, there we go. So then we selected that plane. So now we have this revolve view, so we'd apply, okay. And then we need the second one, so we're going to do the same process. And we want it to be right there. So we're going to create new, planar single, done. We'll call this C. And then it wants us to select the plane. So we're going to come in here and we're going to select this plane. And there we go. Apply, okay. So those are our 2 revolved views. So that's everything that we need. So now we can start dimensioning. So we'll come up here, we'll start with this view. annotate dimension. This outer circle, we want it to be diameter. There we go. And then we want this inner circle, and we want it to be diameter. Check. We cancel. We got to flip these arrows because we don't want it like that. Flip arrows. Flip arrows. All right, so that's all done. Oh, also, show model annotations. We need these center lines. So we want all of them, so it'll apply. Cancel. Also, I need to turn planes off. Okay, so now we'll come down to here. So dimension, so we need a dimension from here to here. We need one from here to here. Oh wait, no, not there. Let's move this out of the way first. This look a little better. Okay, so dimension, we need one from here to here. Put it out here, and then from here to here, also put it out there, and then from here to here, put it out here. No. It's a little prettier. Oh, and we also need center lines, so we'll come, well, actually no, not that. Select it, model annotations, select all these, apply, cancel, stretch these out a bit. Oops. There we go. All right, so that looks good. So now we need to do these revolve views, show model annotations. Actually, hold up, we don't need to do that. And then the last one is this circle. We want it to be, yeah, there we go, diameter. Cancel, flip arrows. A bit nicer. And then this one, we need to show model annotations. Click on that, apply. Okay. And then dimension, so we want this circle, we want diameter, and then from here to here is 1.5. Cancel. Flip these arrows. Do we need to flip? Yep, we need to flip those and move this out there. And then the last thing that we need to dimension is this view. So we'll come to dimension, do that. We need to do from here to here, and from here to here, and from there to there. So I'll cancel this up there. Nope. Flip those. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We're gonna make this look a little prettier. So we're gonna move this out here. Move this like down a little bit. There's that. Alright, so that looks good. We'll lock movement again. A little bit. Alright, so that looks good. Just do a quick check to see if I'm missing anything. No, doesn't look like I'm missing anything. Well, I guess we'll make this look a little better. There's that. Alright, so that looks good. actually. Yeah, alright, so that looks good. So we'll save this. Same place. Now we are going to make the spring part, so we'll call this spring 2. Okay. Let's turn planes on. So we need a helical sweep. So sweep, helical sweep. We'll choose this plane right here. Oh, references, define. Here. So this is, so you can see this is just me choosing the plane. Hit sketch. Sketch view, turn these planes off. And the first thing we got to do is make an axis of rotation, so it'll be on the x-axis. And then we're going to draw a line like that. So this needs to be 4, and this needs to be 6. Check. And then pitch needs to be 0.625. And then we're going to draw our cross section. So it's a square with that's 0.25 by 0.25. Check. And there's our spring. So we can hit check. And then let's see. Alright, and so to make things easier on the assembly, we need to do 2 things. So we got to make an axis, and we also have to make a datum in the middle, a plane in the middle of the spring. So first thing we're going to do is create a plane. So to select reference, we're going to select this plane right here, and it's going to be an offset of 3 inches away because that's the middle of the spring. So hit OK, and then we're going to select axis, and we're going to select both of these planes right here. So it'll be right in the middle, and then we'll hit OK. So as you can see, we made this axis right there. So there's our axis. Alright, so we'll hit save, spring part, same place, save. So now we're going to come up and we're going to make the assembly. So we have assembly, we'll just make it exam assembly 2. Okay. So first part that we need is the main body. So there's that. We have nothing to constrain it to, so we can just hit the check. Then we'll do assemble. Again, we want the spring part. And so now we can constrain it. So we'll come over to placement, and we'll select first constraint that we want to do is we want to constrain the axis of the spring to the axis of the main body. So there's that. So now they're coincident. So then we need a new constraint. Turn planes on. So we want to constrain, we want to constrain this middle plane of the spring. Wait, placement. Yeah, so the middle plane of the spring to the middle plane of that, and we want them to be of the main body. Wait, what? Hold up. Okay, so we want so the only way it can move is like that. So we want placement, new constraint. We want this plane right there. We want that plane right there. Why is that constraint invalid? Oh, there we go. Coincident. There we go. Okay, so let's hit the check mark. Scared me for a sec. Alright. Wait, that looks a little off. I don't know why. Bruh. Alright. I guess we just gotta redo that again. Oh, wait. Alright, let's just delete this. Do new constraint. This axis and that axis. Alright, there we go. Now this thing is fully constrained. It's not going to move, as you can see. So now we need to make a drawing for this thing, but in order to do that, we need to make another view. So we're going to come up here, we're going to go reorient. Again, we're going to call this, we'll just call it isometric. And we're going to do dynamic orient. So right now, it's very close. Alright, so that looks good. Maybe rotate it a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll hit save, and then we'll do OK. And then we also need to create the exploded view. So we're going to come up here to View Manager, move this in, explode. We want new, oh wait, no, new, properties, edit position. So this one needs to come out like that, and then the spring can stay right there. So then we'll hit check. Back to list, then we'll hit save, bring this in, OK, and then update default, and then close. So now if we click on this button, it'll go back to the regular, and then if we click it again, it'll come to the exploded view. So now that that's all done, we can come up here to File, New, Drawing, and we'll call it Exam Assembly 2, hit OK. Spring 2018, all set, and then obviously we need to change this. We'll call it exam 2, and then this needs to be my name. Okay, so we'll recenter that, and then we're going to come to Layout, General View, and then we'll just do right there, and then we'll click the isometric view, apply, view display. Oh wait, no, yeah, view display, no hidden, apply, and then the scale is a custom scale of 0.625. Apply. So that's all set. So now we need to add balloons. So we're going to come over here to annotate, actually no, table, balloons, balloon note, and we're going to do with leader, we want normal, and then we hit make note, and we want a filled dot. So now we're going to select where we want, which is right there, and then we'll select where we want the balloon to be, which is right here. In the note we want 1, and then there's our note. So then we're going to do this again with leader, normal. Alright, so we'll make note, we want filled dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, and then we want it like right there, 2 in the note, and then we hit done. And then so we gotta move this out here so people can see it. Alright, so there's that. That looks good. Next we gotta add the bill of materials. So we come table. It's a 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 3 table. And then we're gonna put it right there. We gotta enter all of this in, which is gonna take a decent amount of time. Cancel. No. Cancel. A-002. A-001. Part number. Oh. Spring. Main body. Part name. 15. 350. Price. Oops. Price. 1, 1, QTY, quantity. All right. So next we got to make all of this text centered. Nope, we don't want to select that. So we're going to select this whole table. We're going to do text style, and we are going to do center, apply. Okay. And then we're going to make this 1.2. One point two, 1.2, 1.2, and 1.2, and then we'll move it over to line it up a little bit better. All right, so there's our bill of materials. So that's all set. Before I move on, I'm going to save this real quick. Same place. So the last thing we need to do is create a new sheet, and we're going to add the exploded view. So we're going to go to general view, click right here for the exploded view. We want isometric, apply, scale. We want 0.6, apply. We want view display, no hidden, apply. And we want view states, explode. And then we want default, apply. Hit OK. All right, and there we go. That's it. That's everything. Real quick, I'm just going to go back through it to make sure I have everything. So we have the exploded view drawing. Looks good. We have the assembly drawing with the bill of materials and the balloons. That looks good. We have the assembly with exploded view. That looks good. We have the spring. Looks good. And then we have this drawing right here. Just want to make sure everything is here. Yep, that looks good. And then we have this part, main body. That looks good. Okay, so like I said, my name is Jared Kaplan. I'm in section 0401 of ENME 272, and this is my exam 2 redo.